Welcome to our math quiz today, grade 4. So I wanted to go over what kind of questions were going to be on the math quiz before you do it, so that if you have any questions, you can look back at this. So it's a decimal quiz today. So one of the questions is going to ask, what is the value of the 7 in the number? Not what is the place value of it, but what is it worth? What's its value? So here's the 7 in the number. And the 7 happens to be in the tens place. So that means that 7's value is 70. This 7 happens to be in the ones place. So that value of that 7 is 7. If this was my number, my 7 is in the tenths place. So the value of that 7 is 7/10. So you want to tell what the value of it is. How much is it worth? Okay, then you're going to be writing the number for each base 10 model using numerals. So these are ones and these are tenths. Just remember that when you're doing your quiz, that these are ones and these are tenths. So you have 4 ones and 4 tenths. Here you have 3 ones and 6 tenths. Remember, descending order is going down. So you're going from biggest down to smallest. Ascending order is going up. So you're going from smallest to largest. Okay, just remember that descending and ascending order. So those are some of the questions you're going to be doing. It says, please write a fraction and a decimal for the shaded part. So you have to look at what's shaded. They're all out of 10, so you don't have to count. 1, 2, 3. There's 4 tenths. That's how I'd write it as a fraction, and that's how I'd write it as a decimal. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colored in, so that would be 5 tenths and 5 tenths. So that's what they would like you to do for there. Show the decimal on the number line with an X. So they would like me to say, where is 4 tenths on this number line? So here's 0 and 0 parts, and here's 1 whole one. So that would be 1 part, 2 parts, 3 parts. There would be 4 tenths. That's what they want you to do. For this one, you need to tell how many thousands, hundreds, tens, ones, and tenths are in the number. So this number is 473. There are no thousands, so I'm going to leave that blank. There's 4 hundreds, there's 7 tens, there's 3 ones, and there's 2 tenths. You did a whole sheet when you did a whole bunch of these before. This one has my tenths and 1 1. That's all you have to do. Then you need to write the equivalent words. So you're going to write how you would write this in words, and it's exactly the same way as you say it. So you would say 16, remember the decimal is the word and 3 tenths. This would be 410 and 5 tenths. So you're going to have to do that on the quiz as well. Then you're going to have to do some adding and subtracting with decimals. So make sure you're lining up those decimals. And then you just plain old add. 8 plus 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I put my 2 down there, carry the 1. Make sure you put my decimal. So 9 and 1 is 10, plus 7 is 17, and 4. So my answer is 47 and 2 tenths. Now when I subtract, 2 take away 5, I cannot do. So this is going to become a 0, and this is going to become 12. 12 minus 5 I can do. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 7. Put my decimal. 0 take away 7 I cannot do. So this is going to become 1, and that comes 10. 10 minus 7 is 3, and 1 minus 1 is 0, but I don't have to put that down. So there would be my answer, 3 and 7 tenths. Then you have done this as well too, and this is on the quiz as well. So write a number in each blank so that the 3 numbers are arranged in ascending order, so they are going up. So this would be my biggest number. because going up, this would be my middle number. Now I have to come up with a number that is smaller than 71. Well, I'm just going to go with plain old 70 and 1/10, smaller than 71. Here I've put them so that 71 is my smallest, 72 is my largest, a middle-sized one, and I have to come up with a number that's larger, and I can go 73 and 3/100. It's larger than 72. So here I have to come up with a number between 71 and 72. Well, I could do 71 or 72. I think I'll go with 71, and I have to be bigger than 4/10, so I'm going to go with 8/10. So 71 is less than 72, so that one works. Here I need to go, I have to find a number that would come between 43 and 44. So I'm going to stick with 43, and I have to be larger than 4/10, so I'm going to go with 9/10. Here my big number is 44, my middle number is 43, and my lower number is anything under 43, so I'm just going to say 42. Here my smallest number is 43, 44, and I'm just going to go wild and crazy and put 799 and 3/10. It is definitely larger. So those are the kind of questions that are going to be on your quiz, and this is what your quiz looks like. So what value does the 6 have in the numbers? You tell me what's the value of the 6. How much is it worth? You need to fill in this number line and figure out how they're counting by here. And then you have to use these fractions. So at 5/5, what decimal did you have? At 2/5, what decimal did you have? At 4/5, what decimal did you have? And at 5/5, oh, what decimal did you have? On this, you need to write a decimal for count by tenths on that number line. Here you need to write the number for each base 10 model using numerals. So you need to remember those are ones and those are tenths. Tell how much that is. Arrange these numbers in descending order. So you're going down for both of those. Arrange these numbers in ascending order. So you're going up for both of those. Write a fraction and a decimal for this picture, and this picture in the boxes. Show the decimal on the number line with an X. So you need to show where 7/10 is on that line and where 3/10 is on that line. Here you need to tell me how many thousands are in this number, hundreds, tens, ones, and tenths. Same with this one, and this one. So if there is no thousands in the number, don't put anything in the box. Write the equivalent words. So how would you say this as a word? And then write it down. Remember that a decimal is the word and. Here you need to add those two numbers together. I've even given you the lines and lined up your decimals for you already. Here you have to add 3 numbers together. It says you will need to regroup. Here we got subtracting. Subtract the decimals by lining up the decimal points. I've already put them there for you, so it's easy for you to line up. It says you will need to regroup, so you will have to do your trading. And then 13, you need to write the numbers in each blank so that the 3 numbers are arranged in ascending order. So they all have to always go up. So that is your quiz. I'm positive, absolutely positive, that you are going to do amazing on it. So happy quiz taking, grade 4.